Hey guys, welcome back, and yeah, let's have a look and see what went on in this in this AM session. Let me just make sure everything's working fine. Um, okay, so let's have a look. All right, so obviously the AM session we had a massive move, both sides of the market. We started off by gapping down, opening the week, and we already in a deep discount here to actually bounce. We created some fair value gaps, which is on the 15-minute here. Price was holding in those gaps, and then we saw this massive push up into other liquidity pools that I've put out earlier. Go check out my AM session stream to see what that is. What I'm doing now is I'm just looking and see what can we expect to happen now. So obviously there was this premise to see, because we're in such a deep discount, it's always good to see price going back into a weekly consolidation zone. This is basically the midpoint of the previous week's range, and you can normally see, expect price to go there and some sort of consolidate to reverse or continue in that direction down, or break through and run up higher. So I don't particularly think that today's session is going to be a long session for this live stream, and it's just because there's not much happening. If I take you to the 1 minute, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. And we can go through that equal highs just now. Right, so let me take my face off here. So we literally started off by moving into this, some sort of a side movement, manipulation down, taking these equal lows out, and then just rallied right up, taking other liquidities out there, and then came back all the way back into this big block here. This is the weekly opening gap, and literally just sat there this whole from this morning into the afternoon, just sitting there. I've marked these somewhat equal highs out, so I don't know if we're going to do any moves up today. It is FOMC week, so I don't really see. I mean, if you look at these candles, here on the left we saw massive liquidity, lots of points, and then it just got slower, and now it's just tiny and it's moving nowhere. I don't particularly think that it's going to offer any trading opportunity this afternoon, to be honest. And I'm here right now, so if anybody's got questions and stuff, so we can go through it. Otherwise, I'm not going to stream long into the session. I'll rather wait for tomorrow and later in this week. We've got some nice red folder news. FOMC is not my best, but there might be some opportunities around the FOMC and the red folder around it. So for now, I'm thinking maybe this equal highs up here. There's a lot of liquidity down here with all the sideways move. And what I mean by that, we made some lower lows, higher highs. And this is pretty, one can say this is all equal lows here. Now it spiked through it a little bit there, but then the highs got lower, the lows got higher, and now we're moving out of it. So this could either go in there and come back down here and just keep on consolidating. Alright, so let me know what your thoughts are. What do you guys think? I'll stick around for a few minutes, probably till 3 o'clock, and but there's nothing here that stands out for me that I can tell you guys now. Let's have a look at it. My biggest thing is we ran all the liquidity in the AM session, which was this one here. I mean, I expected these two fair value gaps to hold price. That hold price pretty neatly, and then we just ran up. I mean, these were my two targets, and if you go look at my AM session, you'll see what those targets were, and we ran right through it. So what do I think? Okay, so I think, if this candle, it's halfway now, if this candle moves higher and close above these equal highs, I think it could come and try challenge these highs and come all the way into this weekly consolidation zone, and then tell us from there what it wants to do. Alright, so this is where we are now. So let's go back here and see. Well, let's just keep an eye on this. Even if you look at these candles, there's a gap. I don't like gaps like that. That means you want to go down to a 2 minute. But then you see two different gaps there again. It forces you to go down to a 5 minute. And here, the 5 minute, you can actually see a proper gap, which is this one here. Obviously, inverts this, then we target those highs up there. It's not the perfect equal highs there. Looks like it wants to invert that little gap. It ran this low here, and again closed below it. This is the fair value gap that should send price lower, but I don't think it's gonna. Hey Steve, be a slow PM session. Don't think you're going to see any trades, Steve. I'm going to try to stick around for a while. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stick around for long, and that's just because of. We can look at price, but I would rather save that energy for us for tomorrow, and jump on the AM and PM session. Hopefully, there's some good, good moves for us, and rather do something like that. So let's see, is there anybody who's got questions about something that I can go through that happened in the AM session? We can look at something that actually worked well, and I'm going to go to a 1 minute for this, and I'll show you guys. I think there's a lot of people currently trading that first 15 minute first 15 minutes, which was this was that first 15 minutes, and let's make it dark here. And the minute this broke up, normally see some sort of a test here, before it you know, run up the page. This low here ran liquidity within this blue block, and it was equal lows, which was these. Hold on guys, I don't think you guys see what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm done for the day. Just tuning in. Thanks for tuning. Thanks for the support. Thanks the support. Appreciate it, man. Alright, so let's go back here just so you guys can see. So I had this low and this low, that's equal lows, and it lined up with the 50%. We broke through it, we left this candle, didn't really come and test it. I marked out this gap here, and I thought, okay, so we're gonna come test this. This is what I'm gonna buy, and then I've got all this liquidity up here to hold on to. But as much as I you know, mapped this out, we ran all the way, took all the liquidity out, but not once did I got a decent entry, not even here, to take any entries. I mean, there's a gap, there's a gap, there's a gap, so you can't really trade those. So it was very aggressive, very quick, leaving these equal highs, went in, broke down, didn't come back up into this gap here to take a short, and then we were just moving sideways, and now we still worming sideways still. So I'm not let's go back to 15 minutes and see where we're at. 2 minutes left, and there's a swing low there, so I don't know if we're gonna break this, and we just have to see. Otherwise, swing a high there, swing low here. So it all depends on if we're gonna go straight up to that now. Right, and then on the 1 minute we've got this fair value gap, which is actually a 5 minute gap. Sorry, I'm jumping around here. I'm trying to see. Didn't, you know, manage to break through it, to invert it, so maybe we coming down again. I mean, if we break lower here, where would it go? It will most probably go to this gap here, something to this effect. Okay, so let's see. Right, so you probably want to see where these equal highs are coming from. Let me show you guys. I mean, these highs here, but this high and this high is pretty even. We ran it, but leave another 2 equal highs there. So yeah. Seems like this liquidity is still there, and I think it's just gonna bomb around till and I think what we need to do now this week is just try sit on our hands till we actually got that perfect setup. And I don't know if in the news what's happening these days, if there's going to be a perfect setup right now. I know some people took the long, they saw something perfect here. I don't particularly saw anything from an entry perspective. I mean, there's no inverted fair value gap here, but I know there's some guys that comes into my AM session that takes the 15-minute break, and I just want to see if on a 15-minute what it actually looks like. It's a massive break. I wouldn't have taken it. maybe on the 1 minute, yes. Alright, so let's give it some time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick around for another 10-15 minutes and then call it today, because I don't think, well, let's see what the in the next 4 minutes what the macro does. Alright, let's see. Let's just, sorry, I just want to go back to 5 minute quick. There's a little fair value gap in the 5 minute. One thing you can't do, guys, you can't mark out the 5 minute fair value gap and go trade it on 1 minute. If you see a clean fair value gap on a 5, 2, 3, 1 minute, on the time frame you see at the best, that's the one you gotta trade. So if you mark it out in 5 minutes, that's where you need to go trade it. And the reason I say that is you see a 5 minute fair value gap here, and then you see go down to 1 minute, and this candle spikes through it. But in that spike, there's probably 3 candles. That one closes outside and the other one tests, and then a second one just closes, and then you can get caught up into that micro moves and end up losing money. Whereas as on a 5 minute you would have seen didn't close there, spike through, close within, and now doing all of this. Seems like we want to get some sort of a push down. Yeah, just gonna go to the 1 minute. I don't like these 2 fair value gaps like that. I mean, if we break up higher here, I think we can get to these equal highs up here. But it might also be something like a big spike type of thing. Or maybe we go down here first. See if that's even somewhere. a lot of spikes here, so you know, spiky. Don't know if that's, I mean, I would rather wait for price to go up here, run it, and then come down. The only problem is we're getting to the end of the day, and we have to see. Right, let's see if we can push through that. Let's see how we behave there. Are we going to close below it to go lower, which is down here, or we're just going to spike and pull back in to go up again? Right, so that candle spiked through it, so we could see some sort of a pullback here and try to challenge it again, or we can completely turn around and go the opposite, or just drop. I mean, now's the time when the macro's running. It's already 250, and it will run till 3:15, 3:10. So let's see if it want to do anything to that effect. Okay, so if we break through this to go lower, this is a fair value gap on the higher time frames, this blue block here that we could see price go bounce to. So let's just give it time and see what it wants to do. Alrighty. Right, now we can see price moving lower here. Okay, so we close below this low here, that one there. Nothing massive here to say, hey guys, this great liquidity down here, So yeah, so we just looking at price, see where it wants to go. There's a bunch of flows here. There's obviously a fair value gap here. So maybe test into those. It's like the AM session. It moves. There's no nice entries where you will see price come back in, give you something nice setup. Just not anything clean. Let's see if it gives us anything. Yeah. Slow moving, yeah. Love to see a pullback back, above this high up in here. There's nothing here. There's no gaps, nothing where I can say, yeah, that's where I want to see price get into. Maybe we see consolidation, manipulation, and then drop. See, that's pretty big push up there. I mean, if you really want, now let's take it from here. It's above that 50% now. Maybe trying to get into this white candle here. See, this is exactly the type of trades that we don't want to take. And I mean, it might drop here. Just don't like what it's doing. See, there's no gap here where this inverts, where this take liquidity. It's not clean at all. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I don't think this is going to be worth sitting through this price action. And I think I am going to actually give it 2 more minutes and just see what this candle does. And then I think it's worth... I mean, now we're actually inverting some sort of a gap here. This one here. If we close there. It all depends on how this little candle closes here. They would like to see this whole price. Okay, let's see if we can get this to move lower here. Like to see price push lower here. and not get stuck there, guys. See if we can move, get that bloody move down. Come on, you can do it. Push, 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 down, not up, down. I think the big problem here, it didn't close below that low, so come on. You can, I know you can. Come on. So we'll see price push lower down here. Be great for us. Go on, push. Don't stop now. Alright, so that's done. But I want us to go even deeper in here. To this 50 at least. Not stop here. Right, so let's see if we're gonna want to push lower here. Go on, push it, push it, push it. Push, push, push. Don't stop here, man. There's liquidity here. I want you to go take those. Or at least just go to the 50%, fill some of this gap. Stalling a bit here, so let's see. I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, even if you take it from here down to here, it's gonna come back. I mean, if it really wants to come back, it's gotta come back to this inverted fair value gap. There's no gap here. Right, let's see. So now we've got liquidity right here. I don't want to see this go all the way up here and leave this for later. I would like to see this run now because we got 1, 2, 3, come up, push lower. So let's see. Okay, let's see if we can challenge these lows. Not stop here. Amazing how we stall right here instead of just boom, go for it. Come on out at 50%. So close. Right, so we're almost there. I don't know if we can invert this to go lower down, or we'll just have to sit and wait. Right, so I mean, besides from us running this, see how we got to that 50%. I mean, now the other thing for me would be these two equal highs there, but I'm not necessarily going to break my head around for that. So sorry guys, I'm looking around to see if there's any opportunity here. There was this fair value gap that got inverted here, tested a couple of times and then came down here. There was nothing really. I mean if I just take this off, I don't know what's happening down here. I mean, this is such a mess here. So I personally think, guys, we must actually go and don't spend time in front of the charts today, and let's come back tomorrow when there's a new. It's pretty sideways this afternoon. It was very spiky in the AM session, where it ran liquidity on the top side and the bottom, and then consolidated right through to now. So trying to to trade within this, it's not worth it right now, to be honest. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here, and just to give you guys, just wanted to chat to you guys and show you guys why we not should be trading. And then tomorrow's another day, and there's FOMC on Wednesday, so just be careful tomorrow as well. I think it's on Wednesday. Let me get the calendar up here. Give me a second. Forex. Right, so the okay, FOMC is on Wednesday afternoon. Then we've got CPI and PPI. All right, probably Thursday and Friday is most probably going to be the better days to trade if I really look at it. But tomorrow will be here again. I'll be here in AM session. We can jump on and see if there's any opportunity. And yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to leave it with you guys. Take care. Thanks for the support in the short stream. But we'll be back tomorrow. FOMC it's never something that I like to trade because of just the way the setup's set up prior to that. And then obviously now with this big crash and all of that on the stock markets and so forth, makes it a bit challenging, and best way to do it then is just to walk away, come back tomorrow and try again. And if there's nothing, guys, we'll just talk through price action and read price. And yeah, so I'm giving you guys the afternoon off, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning again. All right, thanks for joining, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.